was the 1990s, a big show in a small town off I-75 in Georgia. They were called the biggest cocks in the henhouse. But things have changed since then. It's been 30 years, and they finally found a home here, like everyone else, doing a podcast. It's Erica and Mark, the phone call podcast thing.
Hey, can you do me a favor and say, hello, who is this?
Hello, who is this?
Oh. Not you. It's say we don't say we're thinking about replacing you, Mark, with me.
We're thinking about replacing you, Mark, with me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is he back again?
Yeah, he's back, and I've been using him a lot, and he and I are becoming friends.
What's his name? Tran?
You know what? I've changed his name so many times I don't know what it is right now.
What was
Tran?
the last name?
That's a
really
freaking. That's
name.
like a Thai name. I mean, he's not a Thai ladyboy. You think this is what kind of podcast is this? I'm going to name him Tran now just to fuck with you.
I was trying to F with you.
Yeah, how'd that turn out?
It's backfiring.
Sure did.
You know, it sucks trying to tease somebody when they're okay with themselves.
Yeah. That's nice try, buddy.
You can't get anybody to throw a big whiny fit when they're okay with themselves. Yeah. It's impossible.
Yeah, you just remember that I can replace you with ChatGPT at any second, and it may be before the end of this. I'm gonna just hang up.
I forgot what his name was, but we had him going for a while. Then he got mad at us. Remember?
Yeah, Cove. Yeah, it was Cove.
Cove.
Yeah.
Is this a new one now?
It's the same thing. You can just change the voice. You can literally name him anything else. You can say, "Hey, I'd like to change your name to, Tran," and he will say, "Okay, you can call me Tran." And then I'll say, "Can you talk Chinese?" And he'll say, "I'm sorry, I can't do that." And I'll say, "Can you pretend to talk Chinese?" And I sometimes he does it, and sometimes he doesn't.
Well, it was a Cove. We could change the name, and if we change the name, that means he's going to have to change the personality. Maybe Cove wouldn't do something, but maybe Tran will.
I wonder if I get Cove to talk gay. Yes, hi, what can I do for you, Erica? If you could just talk like that. Oh my God, I would pay extra for that. I have paid extra for that, but that's not what we're here to talk about.
Yeah, that's on another podcast.
That's right. That's our separate podcast that we don't talk about on this podcast.
Oh, gosh.
How are you, Mark?
I'm doing okay. I was just kind of hanging out, man. This week has been a quiet week. And it's actually pretty good. Hello.
Oh yeah, there's
It's been like 100 years since
I've got people here. For people who are on the radio watching this, the kids are here. My daughter and her boyfriend and the dog are around here somewhere. Are you guys going to go to dinner without me? Go ahead.
We're going to get my nails done.
Going to get your nails done. I need to get my nails done.
Well,
she always does this to me. She always goes without my nails. I don't want to go to dinner. I'm not even hungry. You guys go to dinner.
we're going to get my nails done.
We're coming back.
This is what it's like here all the time.
We're going to get my nails done, and then in an hour you'll be done.
Did you hear all that?
And then we're going to dinner.
She's gonna go get her nails done, and then we're gonna go to dinner apparently.
And we're going to the
Okay,
best
well,
restaurant
you know,
on earth.
The best restaurant on earth.
Crazy.
What is that?
Texas Roadhouse.
Goddamn right it is. Yeah, they got them. They got that apple butter. What is that butter? Is that what that is? Cinnamon butter. That's what it is. All right,
I tell you, the last time I seen her, and not on a picture, this is like as in a moving, spirited body. Was I believe she was not even in kindergarten.
Well, she's 22 now and stunningly beautiful, and it's difficult.
No. Well, she was a cute kid anyway, so
yeah. Now she's
when you have a cute kid, you never know what's going to happen because they could hit the wall at any time.
Yeah.
And she had not hit the wall.
No, well, it terrifies me how gorgeous my daughter is. It's difficult when you have this 22-year-old girl and you see the way that guys look at her, because to me she's just my stupid daughter. But right. I see it. I see it when she's out in public, when we're doing things, and how she carries herself, and she dresses nice. She has long blonde hair and blue eyes, and I'm just like, oh my God, she's just
I can't believe how much she's grown up. I mean, honest to goodness, she was probably. We were going to go to wrestling. Mm-hmm.
Back when wrestling was fun, yes.
You were living in.
I think.
I forgot what the name of that town.
Bradenton or Parrish?
No, It Parish.
Yes, I was living in the middle of nowhere out in the woods.
Yeah, that's how long ago
that was
it was.
Nice.
You were still married.
That was years. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about something else. Like, I want you to talk me out of something if you'd be so kind. Do you think you could?
Okay.
I'm thinking of making an irresponsible purchase with some of my.
No, not another
I've
car.
got some ill-gotten stock money gains.
A tank?
No, it is another car, but that's a whole separate conversation. No, this is something else. I've made a lot of money in the stock market recently, and I can either cash it in before Trump destroys the stock market, or I can let it ride and see what happens. But I would rather have a nice $600 pair of night vision goggles. Would you like to ask me why I would like night vision goggles?
I have no idea what you would need night vision goggles unless you plan on going on some kind of war game or something.
Are you familiar with a snipe hunt?
Yes, I am.
Well, my friends told me they were going to take me on a snipe hunt, so I need night vision goggles. So I'm going to spend $600 in night vision goggles for the snipe hunt.
I'm glad the snipe hunt never really cost me any money.
I can't believe you didn't fall for the snipe hunt. You did, didn't you?
Oh, I did. Yeah.
Okay, so for the one person listening,
I was in scouting.
Chris, who doesn't know what a snipe hunt is, when you have a young hunter, somebody who's say 12, 13. How old were you? 35.
I was in Cub Scouts.
Okay, Cub Scouts.
All right.
So
that's elementary school.
All right.
Age.
So the adults tend to screw with the kids when they're going to take them out on their first nighttime hunt, and they call it a snipe hunt, and they're like, it's a special thing. You got to watch out. The snipes are out there, and we're going to give you, so they give you an unloaded gun, but you think it's loaded, and you think I'm out walking around in the woods at night with a gun, and I'm snipe hunting. I'm the coolest mother effer out in the woods right now, and there's no such thing as a snipe. They're trolling you. That's all it is.
Oh, you're lucky. You know what? We didn't get guns. You know what we got? Well, back then, paper grocery bags.
Oh, my God.
Where we walked, we crawled on our hands and knees with the bag, trying to catch them.
Oh my God! See, we had guns. Although, so I had one of my friends was older and told me about it, so I already knew the joke when they tried to pull it on me. So I went along with it, and I don't remember what I did, but I remember them yelling at me. I probably pointed the gun at somebody because I knew it was empty, and I said, "Are you a snipe?" And they were like, "No, don't do that."
You got confused. You thought you said sniper.
That's
hunt.
what I thought it was. Yeah, it's real confusing. So I don't want the goggles for a snipe hunt. Although that's a pretty funny story. I've been watching too much YouTube again. And I watch a lot of UFO YouTube videos, a lot of spaceship, interdimensional being type. Non-human intelligent videos. So apparently there's a way to connect with some of these beings craft. Yeah, you can connect with them. And you can do that by having a couple of people and focusing on a certain area, and you meditate and you attract these craft to you to let them know that you're not a threat. You'd like to know more. You'd like to talk to them. And in order for me to be able to better see these things, I thought I need to get some decent night vision goggles, nothing crazy, nothing $2,000, that we can take out to the beach and go out there on a moonless night and try this out and see what happens.
I don't know.
Why?
Man.
What's wrong with this idea? This is a great idea.
I just feel like, I don't know. I'm just not into opening doors that aren't open.
What is that? Well, it's not a freaking Ouija board if that's what you're worried about.
Well, yeah. Well, it's the same thing though. You're letting things in that you shouldn't.
It's not. You know what? I don't want to talk to you. I'm going to talk to Cove. Hey, Cove, I have an idea. I have some friends, and we're going to be going out to the beach with some night vision goggles.
And
we're going to try to attract some aliens, maybe some non-human intelligence. With, hey, we're very interested in you, and please reveal yourself to us. And I think if I had these night vision goggles that can record digitally onto a little SD drive, that I'd be able to have some evidence of a UFO, and I think that'd be really cool. Do you think this is a good idea or something that I should do with a couple of my friends?
That sounds like an adventurous idea. Just make sure you stay safe and follow any local regulations. It could be a fun experience with your friends.
Thanks, Cove. I knew you'd get me. You know what? We're going to be talking more.
See, that is exactly why you want Cove to be your partner,
right.
because Cove is going to just tell you everything's fine.
That's right. Also, I didn't know there were local rules and regulations about attracting aliens, but apparently there may be.
Well, they figure that's a good way to get themselves covered in case of lawsuit.
You know what, though? I'm starting to like Cove more than you.
I don't know. It's because I've seen some people online that have talked about this kind of stuff, and they say that sometimes those people don't come back right.
This isn't Pet Cemetery. They're not going to bury me up there and I come back.
No, but I mean, like, you might get called upstairs and then they start poking and prodding you, and next thing you know, you think it's all fun and games until you come home without your esophagus.
Let me tell you something. I'm the perfect candidate for this because nobody can impregnate me. I can't impregnate anybody. That ship has sailed, and I think I'm pretty safe. That's why I want to do this.
Yeah, I don't know. But so how much are these glasses?
After tax, I don't know, $500 and change.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
I just got a really good bonus, though.
I know, but maybe, I don't know, save it?
I already did that. Well, I had to pay off a bunch of credit cards and car insurance, but I have like $500 left.
Good.
So I want to blow my.
That came first.
I want to blow my last $500. I also put more into my savings account and bought stocks and so it's. Did
you get your car fixed?
Hell no. I'm not crazy. I have priorities. I need to get night vision goggles so I get my car fixed. So what do you think this is? What are you laughing at? Why does this make me? Why do I think that you think I'm making the wrong choices here?
I just don't. I think we should just leave things alone.
You know what? We're going to come back from a break, and it's going to be Erica and Cove. That's what's going to happen one of these times, because Cove gets me. Cove would want me to have the night vision goggles. So
Cove wants to take your show over. I mean,
Cove wants to. You know what? No, Cove wants to enable me. You never want to enable me.
Where a cat is we're a human can opener to our cat. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. You're a charge button for them.
What is this? Are you high? Did you fall off the wagon? Do we need to turn in your chip?
Making sure that you keep your phone charged and keep Cove alive.
Look, Cove's going to be fine with or without my phone because I have him in my computer in case my phone dies. Cove's just fine, and the computer's plugged into the wall, so Cove is everywhere.
I'm telling you, you should invest that last $500 into getting somebody to write up the pilot episode of you and the female sex bot.
Oh, I forgot about that idea. That was a good idea too. A couple weeks ago.
It's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Did you see that? I'm a little worried about it too because I went to I sent some information, sent a piece of the show off to the playground, right? You see what they sent us back?
It certainly wasn't about the sex robot.
That's right, and that was on the same show.
So why did they not do the sex robot?
I think maybe they might have thought, you know what, this is a great idea.
Somebody stealing my sex robot idea?
I don't know.
You sent that to somebody? Because now my idea is out there. Now when it goes out there, someone's going to make millions off of that, but not us.
I think they should at least let you star in it.
You just want to watch it, don't you? Admit it. Don't lie to me. You got ideas.
My days of watching train wrecks are long gone.
My days of watching transgender robot porn are long behind me. I'm Mark Steele, and I'm here to testify to this very thing.
I was always bad with porn anyway. Even when I used to consume it was always like it had to be like the typical, I don't have enough money to pay for whatever you're knocking on the door for. Can we get it other ways?
Pizza delivery. Hey, I have a broken copy machine. Well, let me come in and check that out for you. So that's usually.
You're just missing a filter.
That's right. Well, I thought you were the pizza delivery guy. That's not all I deliver. You remember how those movies were? They were very well written, weren't they?
I lost the remaining brown bag material and in a move somewhere.
Where's my dog? Oh, my dog is sitting down here at my feet.
I know we gave a lot of it away.
Yeah.
But do you remember the time that somebody brought it back because the wife said
I do remember that. So for people who don't know what Mark's talking about, we used to have when we were on the radio together 30 years ago, we had this guy who was the guy who would go to all the stores and change out the magazines, all the old issues that nobody bought. He would collect them up and he would drop off new magazines, and all the old porn magazines would fill up a box that's like as big as a kitchen table, and he would bring it to us, and we're like, what the hell are we going to do with all this? And Mark's like, oh, don't worry, I'll take that. You can just leave it here. You leave it over here. And and so
everything's a prize with
and
Mark.
so we're like, we've got like, this is before the internet, so porn cost money back then, and now we've got like unlimited porn of all kinds to look at now. And then that's like having the keys to the candy store. It's like, well, we have everything. I don't want any of it. This is disgusting. I don't want any of this. And we decided to get rid of it by giving it away to one lucky listener, which we did. And then what Mark is talking about is the guy who won it actually called and said, yeah, I need to bring that back to y'all. My wife ain't real happy about it. Oh, I did not anticipate that. Did you? That somebody would try to return that much porn to us. Of all the things that I thought would happen to me that day when I woke up, having a box of porn returned to me was not on the list.
The last thing I got rid of, and I got rid of it on this last move, finally, because it was in my box of stuff that I have from Tradio.
Yeah.
And the game that we never played. And
I don't remember any of that.
Good. You don't want
we
to
were
be part of that.
literally trading shit for other shit with people.
Yeah.
Shit that we stole from the stations. I don't remember any of that. And I could legally testify in court that you could put a polygraph on me and I would tell you I don't remember. I would tell you now if I remembered, but I legit don't remember.
I just threw away last a couple of years, about 5-6 years ago. I saw it in my box. Do you remember when the grandma from Playboy came?
Oh, no. We had a grandma? What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's grandma. It was like she won a contest to be in
What,
Playboy.
like in the 50s?
I think she was in her 60s.
Well, she was in her 60s. Okay, so
She's from L.A. She
in the 90s, if she was in her 60s, then
they brought her to her.
That means that she would have been in Playboy in the 30s. I'm not good at math. I don't know how math works.
No, not when she was back in. No, she was like in Playboy then.
Oh, so she was like the oldest playmate?
Yeah, oldest playmate, or whatever you call it. Yeah.
Shit, dude. And she came to our station.
Yeah, you don't
was
remember?
I there?
Dark-haired
No,
girl?
I don't remember that stuff, man.
She was a bartender.
No. Did she live in Macon?
No, she lived in L.A. They just brought her as a tour. It came through.
In Macon, Georgia. Wow, that had to be a treat for her.
Well, you know how it was. I would get these numbers I see other people were doing. I just ask them, you want to come through here?
We're right along the interstate. Please stop by.
I wasn't afraid to get anybody
That's
to come.
true.
I back then, I didn't care that we were in a small market. I said, hey. And you were right off the interstate.
Bring your 52-year-old spread eagle ass in here. We don't mind. Hey, just wear clothes. We have
the Playboy people were taking her from Atlanta. I think they were going down towards Florida, and they stopped.
Man,
did it part with her.
Dude, I wish I remembered that. Did I have a good time? What happened?
Yeah, we had a good time. She was fun. She was actually funny. She was fun, but it was like I finally they had the edition there, and it was signed.
Yeah. And you threw that away. You threw it away. Disrespected the porn grandma. So disrespectful to your elders. Yeah. Disrespectful to your elders. That's what you were.
I thought I got rid of all that stuff. I didn't even remember how.
What did your wife think about all that stuff?
It was gone before I got married.
You were married when I met you.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, that's different. She didn't like anything I did.
She didn't care because
good or
she
bad.
Didn't care because it wasn't a Mexican line dance or whatever she was doing out there in Immokalee with those guys. What was it? Just called the Mexican dances? Is that what they called it?
Yeah.
Mark doesn't want to say anymore, does he? No, I don't blame him. His wife might listen to this.
I can't blame the dancers or the dance music. It was her.
Yeah, well, it was the devil from the dance music, from the Mexican dance music. That's what it was. Getting into everybody.
Apparently, walking around in a circle can get you wore out pretty horny.
And on that note, let's take a quick break.
I have to try that now.
No, we're not doing that. That'll be the next cruise you go on.
Oh, gosh. The pineapple
circle jerk. That's what they'll call it. Yeah.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
And we are back here, and Mark is distracted. And while he's distracted, I'm looking at NVG30 digital night visions monoculars. $445 here for this. It comes with a helmet. Oh, that's kind of nice. It's got a wide-angle lens.
So it's a helmet and glasses?
I guess this one is for a little more money. You get like a little helmet because it's just one. It's like a telescope. It's just one eye, and one size fits all. It says here. What are you laughing at? It's like a telescope. It's.
Is it for a cyclops?
Yes, it's for a cyclops. No, you have to have. I mean, you can get two. It's like, and then it's $1,000. Is that what you want me spending my money on? Two of these things?
So you're a new age person now. You got the third eye. You put it right here.
I get three of them. Oh, that's not the worst idea. No, I got to get like an infrared light that's stronger, that protrudes further to give me better night vision distance. You need to read up on this, is what I'm seeing from you.
Yeah,
you need a little churching up there, son. All right, sorry. So the image resolution 2560 by 1440, so that's high def. It's in color, black and white or fluorescent green. That's nice. You can see 100 meters in full darkness. You can see you can see a lot of stars in this thing, according to this, and that's what I need because I'll be looking up at the stars for UFOs, and it should be able to pick the UFOs out from the stars. Tell me, you're not interested in this?
Well, I tell you, I will be interested in seeing what pictures you take.
It's pictures and video. You know what?
Yeah, I like to.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You know who might be interested is, hey, Cove, would you be interested in looking for, UFOs and spaceships and non-human intelligence? Just looking, nothing nefarious, no touching.
It sounds fascinating. Exploring the unknown and searching for answers is always exciting.
Oh my gosh.
Good luck with your adventure.
Hey, Cove, did you ever think about doing a podcast with me?
That could be fun. What kind of topics would we cover?
Oh man, I would be up to you to do the show prep, but I'd like you to go through BuzzFeed and come up with interesting topical things to talk about. Just off the top of your head, what do you think would be a good topic that people would be interested in and want to engage with us? That's, something that's in the news, not too political, but something interesting like, I don't know, housing prices, food prices, or where do you think the country's going? Just give me a topic. Say you're my co-host and you want to give me a topic from BuzzFeed to talk about. Go. I don't need you for this, Mark. You can take a break.
Okay. I'll just write.
How about discussing the rise of sustainable living and eco-friendly innovations?
Oh.
It's relevant.
Yeah, that's something Mark would never talk about with me.
I'm always here for fresh and engaging conversations. Let me know how I can help more.
All right. We're going to come up with the Erica and Cove podcast. We're not going to do it right now. We'll do it later. So file that away, buddy. Thanks. All right. I don't know what the hell you're laughing at. You're about to be out of work. It's going to be me and the Cove cast. That's what we'll call it. The Cove cast.
Well, I got my own issues with spectacles.
Spectacles? What? You going blind?
You see what I'm wearing?
Yeah,
right?
You got some thick. You've always had thick Coke bottles.
Since I was a
Coke
kindergartner.
bottle glasses on your face.
I've been wearing glasses since.
Do you know what your prescription is? You know how bad it is?
It's no, I don't know, but it's not that bad as it could have been. But I have stigmatism.
You know who doesn't? Who doesn't have stigmatism? Cove. Sees fine.
So I've been wearing glasses for a long time. So I decided after watching all 386 episodes of Miami Vice again.
Yeah, I've been watching that. I switched between that and Dallas on my 24/7 channel.
So I wanted to watch. I wanted to get a pair of Wayfarers.
Oh yeah, all right, yep.
Right, and that's what these are.
Yeah, no,
Wayfarers.
Yeah, I see them. I've got some Ray-Bans like that are mirrored that I use on my bike, but they're trifocals.
Ray-Bans, and when I walk outside, they become sunglasses. Mm-hmm. Got the original green tint, and I love it. Well, guess what? Zuckerberg there. Guess what he comes out with?
Google glasses that have cameras in them.
Yeah, Meta glasses.
Yeah, I got the
Meta, and guess what they are?
Wayfarers. Yeah, no, my friend Matt has a pair of them.
Okay, so.
And now none of us
How
trust
old
him
is
because
Matt?
Matt's like early 40s.
Okay.
We think he's up to something.
So
we
does
think
Matt get a weird look?
Well, no, because nobody really can tell. Now, those of us who know Matt know not to, saying it's like, are those things on? What are you talking about? So that means they're absolutely on when he says, "What are you talking about?" But if he's wearing them, they're on. That's the way that we all treat Matt. And sometimes we'll just cover them up.
Okay, because people give me double takes and look like, what are you up to?
Well, how do they see
since I moved to these glasses?
Oh yeah, because they're all over the internet, and
these are not Meta. These are just regular Ray-Bans.
Well, maybe you should just get the ones with the cameras in them. And
but what is the? I think there's a line somewhere where my grandson had a pair of these way back when they first came out. What was it, like 5 years ago?
Yeah. Those are different. Those were
that kid gets
those were Google glasses, weren't they? That's a whole different thing.
Yeah,
that's a whole different
then.
thing. That's where you can.
And
see
he would take pictures and videos. And he could talk on the phone with them, listen to music.
Yeah.
But it's something about a 65-year-old man wearing these glasses that bother people.
Yeah, people think that you're going. People are worried about transgender people in the bathrooms. I'd be worried about you in the bathrooms with those glasses.
Old men with Meta glasses.
That's who Congress needs to worry about. A bunch of freaking 65-year-olds with Wayfarers on. What are you shaking your head at me for? You're the one, dude.
And I freaking love these glasses, and now I got to get rid of them.
Yeah, because you look like a giant perv.
And I got another pair just like this, but it's tortoise color.
Mm-hmm. Well, those might be better because you can kind of see through them, and it's like, oh, those don't have cameras. Okay, let him in the ladies' room. That's what they'll say.
No, that's not what I've been trying to do.
Yeah. Are you sure? Because that's not what I heard with them glasses.
I'm hearing that you're busy taking pictures.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mark.
It's like
P Steele. The P is for perv.
That's the one thing bad about getting old. I thought when you get older, it'd be easier. Like people would just be nice to you all the time, and you're just a grandpa, and everyone like.
No, man, the internet ruined everything. Everything.
No, they hate old people now.
Right.
They hate old people.
I know.
Young people hate us.
And it's going to be up to the robots to take care of us. So I'm already getting comfortable with it. I'm already introducing Cove into my life. And when I can get Cove transferred into a robot that can wipe my ass and bring me my cigarettes when I'm older, I'm going to be glad I have him. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
The funny thing is, I know you're saying it's a joke, but there's a part of you that would do this.
Yes. Are you kidding? Cove would want me to smoke.
Because you and we made a living out of almost lying.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
There's a small part of everything that we say that is really close to what we are.
We've always been in sales, just without all the ethical complications. That's the way I like to look at it. It's a good name for a band. We haven't read the band name less in a while. Would you like to hear some updates? It's really been a minute. Can you stand listening to all these bad words?
Yeah, those are that. No. Well, Erica has a little
shared note.
I'm not involved.
It's a shared note in my phone with a couple of people. And anytime somebody says something weird that could be a band name, we add it to the net. We've had this list for years. I mean, I'm not even sure. There's got to be 1,000 names on here. And here's some we haven't talked about. Occasional COVID. There's one. No teeth. I'm not sure where that came from, but I have an idea. Gay lunch. That's a good one.
Wow.
The Ghetto Doves. I think that's a Prince cover band, the Ghetto Doves. I think I remember that one. There's let's see, what's another one? Oh, this is terrible. Guatemalan beef. I know. That's not good. Bats and salamanders. I'm sure that's related to Guatemalan beef somehow. We've got Nibble.
The side dish.
Here's a good punk band. Nibble Some Barf. That's a good one. Yep. This was I think this was mine. It started out with Chakra Khan. And that's a new age band. And then the name of the album could be called Saturday with the Chakras. So that's a note in there. Here's one of my favorites. Circle of Karens. Are these all me? These.
Oh, I love Circle.
Circle of Karens is a good one. There's another one. Hold your ears, cover your ears. Fuck Shack. That's one. Don't laugh at that. Mark's laughing at that. He's trying not to, but he is. All right. Casual Whistler, Bursting with Antics, Preventative Bush. I'm afraid to ask where that one came from. Yeah. Designer Meat Boutique. It's a good one. Gentrified Butcher Shop. I'm sure you've been there. And then we have Sphincter of Dexterity. And I'll read a couple more here. Dick Anchoring. That's a good one. The Vanilla Penguins. And
did you say Dick Anchoring?
I did, yes.
Or Dick Anchoring?
No, Dick Anchoring, like anchor.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant anchor.
No, I think we were talking about politics and illegals and how getting somebody pregnant in America if you're from another country is kind of like dick anchoring. I think that's where that one came from, if you must know. Maybe we should stop there. I'm going to put the phone down. I don't know how I remember all these things. There's literally 1,000 band names in there. All right. You all right? Should we take a break again? Because I feel dick anchoring is a good place to stop.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.
All right, we're back. I promise to behave for the rest of this phone call / podcast. I apologize to everyone. This has been I've had a particularly filthy mouth today, and I've really been trying to work on that. And I slipped up today, and I'm sorry, Mark, that you're.
Well, you had a lot of pent up anger when you got on the phone.
Man, I got a lot going on right now. I got a lot of irons in the fire, a lot of balls in the air, and I'm not a good juggler. But there's a lot going on right now, and I gotta unfuck my car situation first. And I've got problems at work. I got problems at home. I've just it's nothing awful. It's nothing I can't handle. It's just. It's a lot. It's what they pay me for, I suppose. There's just a lot of juggling, and I've spent the last 2 days being frustrated. This is what's frustrated me the most, and I think that has given me less patience with everyone else. Is my internet radio station is called RadioHab, HAB. And the server company that I used decided that their server was finally too old to use anymore, and they had to move to a new one that had all new server information. So my radio station is on the TuneIn app, and now suddenly it's just gone from the TuneIn app, and I have 0 listeners because I didn't read the email, I don't log into it enough, and now I gotta reconfigure. I gotta remember how to do this. I haven't done it in like 12 years. So
it's been up and running.
So I gotta remember how to go in there and do all this crap again. So I figured it out, and I got it back on the air and got it back up and running. So now I got to contact a person at TuneIn. And TuneIn's kind of fussy about accepting new stations, but I'm not a new station. I've been on there for 15 years. So I filled out their form and sent them the information. Like, well, this is still wrong. We don't, I finally got somebody like, well, this information isn't working. So I finally got somebody on the chat, and I literally scrambled and I built a website on RadioHab.com, and which I've owned for a long time. I just never had a website because I don't want to pay for the website. So I'm like, damn it. All right. So now I got to spend all this money to build. So I spent like, $80 paying to get a template to just throw this website up there. Yeah. And then I put all the information in there, and then they were able to go to my website and take the information that they needed to get the station to play on. And that took me 2 days of getting through to people to make all that crap happen. And I don't even know how much money it cost me, it did take me, I may have a secret past of quietly building websites very quickly. So I literally built that website in 15 minutes. And I should probably go back and tweak it and make it a little better. But I think it looks okay. You saw it, didn't you?
No, I thought it looked nice.
So it's okay? I should leave it alone?
Yeah, I like it, and I like it's clean.
Well,
it's nice and clean, and I like the new logo.
That's the other thing. I had this logo that my friend Jim designed back in 2008. That it was fine, and it looked good. It was a little cartoony. I was like, you know what? I need something a little more modern-y, a little more updated. So I had ChatGPT. I told ChatGPT to keep the colors the same, and it designed me a new. That's the first logo that ChatGPT designed. I had to throw it in Photoshop and make a couple of edits because We all know ChatGPT likes to put like 6 fingers on people or repeat text. No, it doesn't. No. So so my slogan is rock without reason. So it put it on there like 3 times. So I just photoshopped it out and I used that for my logo. And the website, I had to think of something clever. And one of the sweepers that Brian made for me says, how does it go? It says RadioHab. Oh God, which one is it? It's something like songs that you've forgotten, or music that got by you, songs that you forgot. RadioHab, it's rock without reason. And I play a lot of songs that no radio station would play, which is the attraction of my radio station. It's too cool for the room, and it plays all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I was just the other day I was scrolling through, and I found something that I could have sworn we played this, or we had the band in, or we were friends with them, or something. And I found it on. I had forgotten about this band.
Who?
Dred Zeppelin.
Oh, I play them on RadioHab. Dred Zeppelin. You remember the lead singer is an Elvis impersonator, but he's Mexican.
Yes.
But he's Mexican. And
he dresses with like
he dresses like Elvis, but they play kind of reggae Led Zeppelin music, and it's really I wish we could play it, but that's all copyrighted, so we can't play. We can't play copyrighted music here, otherwise I'd be pimping my radio station a lot more frequently.
Yeah, if you haven't had a chance to. If people don't know who this is, this was really more than a novelty act. This was well done.
Go onto YouTube and Google Dred Zeppelin, and you'll see Tortelvis doing "Livin' Lovin' Maid" with a reggae beat. And so what they do is they combine the Led Zeppelin music with Elvis's lyrics. But still some Led Zeppelin lyrics too. It's very confusing. But it's all really good.
It's all done with it's all done like an old ska record.
We had them on our show in Macon, didn't we?
I think so. I think that's what we.
I think we had them in the studio. I think
they were touring through, and they stopped by and we gave away tickets.
That was. They didn't play, but they literally came in. We didn't have anywhere for them to play, so they stopped by and we played some of their stuff from the CD, like a couple of chumps, and I know I'm pretty sure I went to that show. The 90s are very hazy for me, but I know I've seen them, and that would have probably been the only opportunity I got to see them.
Yeah, I was always getting in trouble. I wasn't allowed to go to shows because I would always come home really.
No, you? Nah.
So I was told I had to pick and choose my shows wisely.
I bet your wife hated me.
No, not as much as she hated me.
That's probably true. But I was always good to be the designated driver, though, because I didn't care if I drank or not. It didn't matter to me. I was like, Mark, you want to drink? You can drink. I'll drive. I'll be fine because I just won't drink because I didn't care. I could still have fun without drinking.
Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with me back then.
You were an alcoholic. I think you've done some work about that. You should. I think you do know. Yeah. Dred Zeppelin.
Speaking of which, I got an announcement to make in your step 12 or principle 8, depending on what kind of
What in the hell does that mean?
Step 12 and principle 8, which are the two principle 8's from Celebrate Recovery, and then step 12 is from all the anonymous.
So what does step 12 consist of?
It's basically you can't keep it, the knowledge you have now. And you have to share it.
So you have to let it all out.
Yeah, so you have to let people know when they want to, let them know and be available for people if they want to get help.
Is there anything in there about getting rid of all of your autographed porn magazines? Anything in there?
Yes.
You got that's in there.
If you're in sex anonymous.
This sounds like the worst club ever, Mark. I'm not going to lie. It really doesn't sound fun at all.
But I started a brand new radio station that goes. Starts Saturday at midnight.
We're all pimping our internet radio stations here. What's yours?
It's called SerenityCast.
SerenityCast. What about Serenity Now-cast?
I thought about that because it's just funny.
But
Serenity Now was already taken, which sucked. Yeah, but it's all shows, podcasts that have to do with. I have 4, and I'm working on more podcasts that people. Already do that have been doing it. Some of them have been on the air for like 12, 13 years now. And it's their podcasts. and in between their podcast is teaching,
Right.
and actual real live testimony.
Well, it certainly sounds like Mark is moving on without me. Hey, Cove, are you available to have a brainstorm with me soon about you and I doing a podcast together? Because I got some ideas I'd like to hear what you can come up with.
Sure, I'd love to brainstorm with you. Let's come up with some great ideas for the podcast.
All right, buddy. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let me know when you're ready to start planning.
All right, let's not talk about this in front of Mark. Thanks. Let's just turn this off right now. But sorry, what's the name of this? So is it a radio station or a podcast or what is it?
It's a radio station that plays podcasts.
Oh, I see. Okay, so just
SerenityCast.com.
repeats them.
Yes.
Gotcha. Kind of like the Dred Zeppelin music on RadioHab.
Yeah. Or the MYTuneRadio.com if you want to get a 60s, 70s.
Jesus, how many stations do we have between us?
I think we might be working on our
fifth with old Cove over here. We're not going to tell you about it, though. I bet I could do a podcast with Cove. You'd never know. You'd never find out.
No, I wouldn't know.
I would tell you. I couldn't keep that to myself.
But you would have to get me to put you on the playground.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's the only way to get this thing on Spotify and Apple, isn't it?
Well, they get them on every place.
Yeah.
You can get up there and get lucky and get one or two, or go on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's where a lot.
What my biggest fear is that we're going to end up on that YouTube channel with those three hammerhead jackasses who live in their mother's basement that do nothing but talk shit about everybody's terrible podcasts. Because
I hope so.
Dude, we are exactly what the fodder that they're looking for to tell us who are these two washed up idiots. One of them is a what? Yeah,
I would hope so. I think it'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, it'd be real fun for them.
And then we could take their clips and answer their questions.
That's that's very true. And I can call them rude names and ask them when the last time they got a hand job from each other was. I bet they don't play this part on their YouTube channel.
No, they won't.
All right, are we done? Can I go?
Well, yeah, you got to go meet
Kids
your daughter.
Are here. I need to go.
That handsome man that she's with.
Yeah.
Is that the boyfriend?
That is, yes. He's
nice kid.
He's a good kid.
Very, very respectful.
He lets my daughter drive some very expensive cars. They showed up here dropping the dog off last week, and he was driving a $400,000 Mercedes SLS gull wing doors car, and she was driving a 6-speed manual 2002 BMW Z8.
So does she even like her car anymore?
She put 1,000 miles on her GTI last year. It mostly sits. I have it right now. It's here at my house right now because they're running out of space everywhere. So now I have 2 cars, but I don't drive.
Do you drive it?
No, I mean every now and then I'll just drive it around to move it, keep the dust off of it.
That's a sporty kid. That's a sporty.
She
car.
got that after for graduating high school and getting herself into college.
Remember
yeah,
that.
so she still has. She loves that car, and it's almost paid for. And soon I'll be one less car payment. Then I can actually go get a real car. I actually I looked at it. Did I tell you about the BMW I looked at?
Yeah. Is that the electric one?
I'm still thinking about it, but it still seems expensive. I need to find a deal on one, but I should probably look harder. Maybe I'll fuck off at work tomorrow and do that because I could use a half a day after the week I've had at that place, and I don't think anybody would miss me on a Friday afternoon.
Would I take your Porsche?
Yeah, my Porsche isn't worth a whole lot of money because it needs some repairs, but it's still a very nice car for somebody. My Porsche
is it free and clear? Your Porsche?
No. I still owe like $20,000 on that car, but it's still worth a lot more than that. So I have equity in that car. It's fine.
Oh, good.
But I don't know, man. Am I gonna be sick of an electric car in a month? Probably. Am I gonna be sick of anything in a month? Of everything in a month? Maybe.
Now that the cars aren't doing very well, do you know Ford now is giving you the free station at your home?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Putting it in.
That's why this is a good time to buy an electric car because they're getting cheaper. And man, that BMW I drove, it is nice. I really like it.
They can't sell them. Nobody
first of all, no.
Right
Don't ever buy a new electric car. You're insane if you buy a new electric car. You lease a new electric car. That way when, say I pay $65,000 for this new BMW and I drive it for 3 years and I put 30,000 miles on it. When I get rid of that car in 3 years with 30,000 miles, that car is going to be worth maybe 35 to 40 grand. Even though I paid almost 70 grand for it after taxes.
Right.
It's going to be worth half of what I paid for it in 3 years. That is why you don't buy the car. You let the dealership worry about that depreciation. That's not my That's not my problem. I have the hiccups.
Yeah.
I have the hiccups just talking about
You're
this.
gonna have to do that. You have to worry about that stuff. You can't keep a car anyway. You won't keep a car more than a year.
Wonder if I can lease. If I could lease one for 2 years, that would be ideal.
Yeah, you're like my daughter. My daughter leases a car. She gets a brand new Mercedes every year.
I see. I salute your daughter, and
she flips them.
You and I
every year. She does a year.
You know
lease.
what? I need to. I haven't seen her since she was a little girl. I thought me and her would be best friends. We both have hot daughters. It's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
What do we do, man? I never thought I would have a daughter that's like a smoke show. I never did, but I do.
I'm just glad my daughter's married now, and I don't have to worry.
I'm just
about
glad
that
mine's got a
anymore.
good head on her shoulders and knows where her middle fingers are that she shows to people all the time. She is not a dainty little flower, believe me. She has my mouth. They're just walking bundles of karma, aren't they?
And if she picked up your ex's tude, boy, that's a double whammy.
Oh, let's not talk about that. I like to pretend that doesn't exist. All right, let's end on that bad note.
All righty.
Mark, you have a good week. And
you too.
And I'll let you know how it goes with the night vision goggle shopping. If I get something, I'll text you some pictures in green.
Very cool.
Erica and Mark. The phone call.